Even though we've got the world's greatest athletes, people didn't understand who we were as Americans. Americans have been accused in the past of not being able to play rugby because we had the wrong mentality. And today we put our flag in the ground and we say to the rest of the world, we're gonna have a pint with you, we're gonna sing with you, and then we're gonna beat you. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Now we win the world.
A perfect spring afternoon in beautiful Glendale for the rugby season finale of the Colorado Crossover Academy as the XOs get set to wrap up the campaign against the visiting LA Loyals. Hey everybody, and welcome inside Infinity Park. Great to have you along. Alongside former USA Eagles captain Brian Bizzard, I'm Christian Miles. Biz, let's take a look at this. This is a fascinating, wild ride. That's pretty much an understatement for this Colorado XO Academy. But if they're going to finish on a winning note, they've got their work cut out for them today.
Well, they certainly do. Christian, we saw a couple of weeks ago this XO's team, very much a work in progress. They do face a much more experienced team today in the Loyals Elite, so it'll be interesting to see what this XO's team has learned in the last 3 weeks in those close defeats. One thing for certain, they want to finish the season on a positive note.
Yeah, kind of buck that current trend as we take a look at the results presented by Titan Rugby, the XO's exclusive kit and apparel supplier. It started out like gangbusters here, Viz. 5 wins in their first 6, losers of their last 3. However, on the positive side, they've been in each and every game, and the last time we saw them a couple of weeks ago against Hartford, they really came out to play.
Yeah, they did. They got a try pretty early on, and it was a good run here by Brady Daniel. The scrum half in that contest to Dan Stone. Dan Stone gets out to David Still. He dots down for the XO's first try of that game. Again, it was a seesaw battle all the way through, and in the second half, they did make a game of it. Nice pass right here by Samu Smith out to DJ Stewart. DJ Stewart, one of those players who came off the bench, really impressed, I thought, with his effort late in that game against Hartford.
Let's take a look at the opposition right now in LA Loyals Academy. Now, they're part of the farm system or the reserve club here for the LA Giltinis up in Major League Rugby. It's a team that's only been around since December, training just once a week. This is just their 3rd competitive match. And 3 players, however, have already been promoted to the Giltinis. They've got a good number 9 scrum half here at Christian Rodriguez, who's a part of that USA Eagles pool, but indeed he'll be pulling the strings today, Viz.
He certainly will. He'll be playing around behind a really experienced pack, too, especially in the front row. 2 of those players are Giltini contracted players, so it's going to be a big test. We saw the XOs do well in the scrums last time. Today might be a different story.
It should be a very interesting test and a tough one for each of these 2. We're going to step aside, but keep it right here. When we return, it's back out to Glendale. We'll have the starting lineups and the first half kickoff. It's the XOs and the Loyals next.
Rugby's all about one-on-one competition. It's like little snippets of you versus me, who's going to win this battle.